In January of 2020, Crosby displayed his first symptom. He started to have some migratory leg pain and then started to have anything from constipation to weight loss, fatigue. Again, the leg pain grew worse. I think we went to 8 different pediatrician appointments, 3 or 4 ER visits. His gait started changing. He wasn't able to walk well. And so it was the Monday after Mother's Day that we finally got the diagnosis. Crosby was diagnosed in May of 2020 with neuroblastoma. Since it was the middle and the beginning of this global pandemic, it was only myself that was allowed to be with Crosby. So we went in Mother's Day night with the advice of a new pediatrician that called ahead. We went into the ER. Even though it was a horrible diagnosis, it was actually a little bit of relief because we felt like we finally had an answer to the symptoms. We went from the ER room up to the 12th floor, and I just still remember how surreal it felt. Rich and Carson were home, and our parents were at their homes, and just the communication and not being able to go through that with your husband and having to tell your family through text. And it was such an unfair diagnosis in an even more unfair time. Crosby suffers from severe ototoxicity or hearing loss secondary to his chemotherapy. And my insurance plan doesn't cover a lot of that. So when he needs repair, when he needs new hearing aids or parts and pieces of that, that's completely out of pocket for us. We had gas, parking, food for the kids, just paying your electric bills, because we definitely were on one income. I think the other big piece too that a lot of people don't think about is we also couldn't save for much. So Carson's entering college next year, and I think had things looked a little different, we didn't reach our out-of-pocket max. We weren't paying for all this extra stuff on top of our out-of-pocket max. What we could have saved for him for college would look different. So I think there's a lot of things just we would have never expect from a cost perspective. If it's hard to pay the electric bill, a community like NC4K is fantastic in terms of, even if it's just one month, that can make a huge difference. We didn't find out about like NC4K until after he was in remission. I think we left the treatment, and again, we had this wonderful community at Children's. We felt like they were an extension of our family, and I think we felt a little lost. Our big connector was Crosby's oncologist, Dr. Shaw, really connected us and welcomed us into the community, and we really started to realize we were finding people that understood, like, yes, your kid is survived this horrible, unthinkable nightmare, but he still has hearing aids. He has one kidney. He lost all these years of socialization, and I think we still have a lot of scars from what we went through. And so it was neat when we first went to the March Madness and connecting with people that understand what we went through and can empathize. And so we've found it to be a great connector from a community, and we've also found a community where we can give back to, truthfully. I think that's our biggest piece, is we're now at this point where we want to know how we can help and get people through the darkest time of their life.